Okay, so today I've got the Nissan J10. So it's the Nissan Qashqai. This particular model is a 2012. It's just a short video of a common problem on these cars. So basically, I think people who own these cars or who have this car and have this similar problem, they would have seen an airbag light, flashing without it having been involved in an accident or anything like that. So no, there's an airbag clock. We call it the clock spring. That's inside this airbag housing. Basically, it works. It looks like this. Let me just get the thing. Right. So the clock spring looks like this, basically, and a lot of times the wiring gets messed up. It loses contact or the wire breaks inside, and then it causes that airbag problem. I think it's this, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to assume it's made by Renault, because if you understand this, these Nissans were shared a lot of things with Renault, and Renaults have a problem with their own clock springs, the whole cluster as well, with wiring breaking and things like that. Then you have issues like ABS, the airbag lights is always on, some functions might not be working, including some windows. So today we're just going to remove this, swap it over, and then see how it goes. Okay, so I've managed to get to this stage, one of the hardest, what's annoying stage. It's not really hard, but it's a bit annoying. So what you need to do is get like a flat screwdriver. Don't do it like I did with the Star. There's two holes at the back. So one is just right there. So what happens is when it goes through, when the screwdriver goes through, it goes through. Can you see where it goes? So there is this prong here. This one. Let me see if you can see. Yep, this one. So it needs pushing inside. So whilst you do that, so what you do is you try and get the where it's located. Press it whilst trying to pull back the whole airbag unit and the horn and everything, and then do the same thing for the other side. So there's two holes that you need to do it. So there's one here and then one on the other side. So now what I'm going to have to do is disconnect all these connections and then try to get to the clock spring, which is at the back here. One thing you see, there's another nut over here which I will need an impact driver. So yeah. So for you to be able to get the airbag connector off, you need to lift this black clip first. So I've just found something flat to use. Can't seem to find my flat screwdrivers. So I think this should work. So once you lift it off, it should go above these guides there on the side. You can see, then sort of like loosens it up. All right, so now that I've lifted this clip up, just get it to focus. Yeah, now I can remove this easily, and these other connectors come from there anyway. So this goes to the side. I need to find an input wrench for that, as well as it's important to mark your when you're putting back the steering wheel, that dot should remain marked. So it will be similar to this, if you can see it. That helps it guide into the right place, so it's not upside down or anything like that. I mean, the good thing is, when when this part comes, it's got a clip here, which you need to make sure that you remove afterwards. So basically, what it does, it just holds it into that position. So what I would advise is, once you put it back, once you put it onto the steering wheel like that, then you remove it. But it just helps you guide and know where exactly, what exactly you're up to. Okay, so what you're going to need is a 19 socket. So what I've done is, just to make sure that my wheels remain aligned with the front, it's locked, basically. It's locked in its position. So, yep, so we'll remove this. And then remember, every time when you put it back, you need to torque it to the right, the right specs. So I'll do that anyway later on. So let's come out. Always remember as well, thread locker. Although likely nothing much will happen. Now, how does this come off? Right, so to get it off, so there's these 4 hooks I don't know if you see them. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're more like clips really. So once you pull that out, this comes out easily, straightforward. Right, I thought I had it locked, but nope. That doesn't lock anyway. That's the part that we're looking to remove. So I think it looks like I have to remove this part as well. Right, so yeah, you do need to remove some screws here just to get this cover off. So you need a star screwdriver. I've removed one so far. Just got a second one here. This here. There we go. Make sure that I hold it properly. So what I need to get is those two there's two star screws in there. There's one here and the other one here. Try to see how I can get these things out. So to get the levers, the column, the wiper blade, the wiper levers and the lights, there's two clips that you need to press on. That will remove them. And then the same thing this side as well. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, that comes out then. It looks like there's something else holding on. Just double check with this one. All right, so there's another clip at the top. So if you see, there's a clip at the top, so it goes to the back side. Then we have the back, so that needs pressing on. So that's the one that's holding on, so it should be somewhere here. Yep. And then that comes out. And then at the bottom as well, there's two connectors that need pressing in as well. Do it like this maybe. Yeah, just make sure you know. I think, well, nah, it doesn't matter. Really, I was going to say just make sure you know where the colors go to, but they always design them anyway in a way such that you can't put the wrong one in the wrong connection. I'm trying to press it hard. All right, and there we go. Comes out. That's what it looks like. So this is usually a common failure point. Now I couldn't tell you where exactly it's wrong. It's gone wrong, but it's a common failure point. So let's yeah, let's replace it with this one. Now this is aftermarket. This one, the new one that I have, is an aftermarket one. Okay. I'll start with these connectors. Okay, so I had got a bit confused though, because I swear when I was removing the back clips, I had 3. Just trying to figure out where it is, and I couldn't find this one. So now I just realized that I need to remove this part, this top bit. I need to clip it onto this new one. So yeah, I have to do that. Just when you thought you have it going all right, things just go left. It's it's sometimes when you're fixing cars. Okay, so now that we've got this off, I'm not too sure what this is though. I think that's the steering angle sensor from what it looks like. So there's these, you see these 2 sort of like hanging prongs. Basically, they help you align with where you should put it when you replace it onto the new clock spring. So that is fitting in to that section. You should do it. Put it on, screw it in. So it's got 3 screws, by the way, star screwdrivers, small ones. So one thing you need to understand is when you're putting back the steering wheel, so it's easy for you to actually notice. So on here, let me see if I can show you. On here, there's a line that you need to yourself like mark it together with the steering column, so you know you won't miss. So that's it, done. Put it back. Now I can't stress enough, with something like the steering wheel, this bolt, it's best to tighten it as much as you can, because the pressure on the bolt is the one that helps with the steering wheel remaining sort of like intact, and in contact with the steering rack and the steering column. If it becomes loose, it will literally, you will lose control of the vehicle. So I can't stress, I don't know, like, but you need to tighten it really good. Now what I'm going to do is, before I press it in, because it's annoying to do it again if things go wrong, I'm just going to connect the battery again. By the way, always remove the battery, leave it for like a few minutes, drain out all the parasitic, do anything that you need to do, like parasitic drain, like, you know, pressing the window buttons just to drain whatever you can drain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put back the battery and then see if that light goes off. Let's see if it goes off. Alright, I'll put it back properly. Must be on. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it in. Let's see if I can remove the warning. If that doesn't resolve the issue, then it might be that I need to change the airbag unit itself. Let's read forward code. Okay, so I've done the testing. The light is off, so I show you that. Now there's no issue, so it's just now putting back everything. There we go. I've unplugged the OBD. Normally it would stay on no matter how much you try to clear it, it would just stay on, but now, yep, that's sorted out.